service is called a virtual circuit in analogy with the telephone system. So the datagram was an analogy with the telegram in the post office system, but the virtual circuit is analogy with the telephone system, because in the telephone system we have connections, right? So if you want to make a phone call, we have to first connect to the person that we're trying to talk to, right? We have to connect the two telephones together before we can talk. So we have a connection, and the way the telephone systems do that is through some central switching office that has circuits that connect these phones. So if we are to follow this approach, we're going to establish a connection all the way from the sender, from the source to the destination, and through that channel or connection, all the information is sent. So we always will follow the same path. So let's say from the host 1 wants to send to host 2, we decide the path will be A, C, E, F, and establish a connection. Host 1 sending to host 2, we will give connection identifier 1, and any packets that are going from host 1 to host 2 will use this connection. Now, we use a connection identifier and follow that path. If host 3 wants to send a packet, then we will establish another connection and give connection identifier 2. So we will have a table of connection identifiers. So all the routers that this packet goes through will use this connection identifier to send the packets through the same channel. So each packet carries an identifier telling which virtual circuit or connection this packet belongs to. This connection number is recorded as an entry in the routing table. For each router on the path, now once we have established these connections, when the transfer is complete, we have to release the connection. So we will free up space in these routing tables. So once the transfer is complete, the connection is released. If we are to compare these two services, what we will notice is that we need to use addresses for datagram or no connection. For virtual circuit, there's no address needed because we have a connection number. What the main thing that we will notice is that connections are more difficult to implement because they add overhead to the network and they make things slower. However, so the datagram is much faster than the virtual circuit. However, the reason we use these connections is because they provide quality of service or guarantee. So they provide guarantee that the packets will get there because we can trace them, track them. If any of them get lost, we will resend them until we make sure that they get there. So that's what makes it a little bit slower. And it is possible to provide both services, but in practice, we are mostly providing the connectionless or datagram service in this layer.